I didn't want to come on Avatar, but it is what it is. I have some private things to do as I'm talking about this situation. And this situation with Candy Burris, experience seeing Todd play chess with Candy Burris is really, really an eye-opening experience for women out there. First of all, she think because her ridiculous, stupid white lawyer told her to have Todd filmed signing a prenup agreement that takes 9 or 6 months to gather up in 2 days, that's already proven Todd case. That signing something under duress. You have a whole marriage, a whole wedding that's waiting for you to get married. And if you don't sign this paper, the whole wedding will not take place. That's the stress. That's his whole case right there. So that white woman got it and told you wrong, Candy Burris. And you need to know that. Yeah, you're no longer going to be a Tucker. You're going to be a Burris. Very bad. Todd played chess on your ass. You think that you could leave children for months and months and video them? That's what you did to Raleigh. We got to see how damaged Raleigh was with the new generation. With the new generation, that show she was in. Lonely. Lonely. You left her to work. You left her when you met Todd. Okay? And Todd played chess on your ass. He played daddy daycare. He played daddy daycare. No judge is going to give you custody, full primary custody of your children, Candy, because you didn't do primary custody. Your nannies and your money did. And your Todd, the one that with your ass. Todd has one of the best divorce lawyers there is in Atlanta. All right? His lawyer told him that's going to be non-void if you sign. His lawyer told him if you sign that paper, they're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be admissible. When he signed that paper, he was definitely under distress. The whole wedding won't take place unless I sign this paper. He didn't have time for his lawyers, the months that it actually takes. The months that it actually takes. What did I say? The months that it takes to make a prenup. You didn't give him that time. So that makes that prenup unavoid. Bottom line. And your lawyer is going to lose your case. Over with. And I just had to express that to you. Hands down, you lost your case. Listening to who? You should have listened to your mother. The difference between Kirk Frost and Rashida Frost, the difference between their relationship and you and Todd relationship, Kirk is in love with Rashida. Kirk loves Rashida. That's the difference, Candy. Todd does not love you. Todd don't even love them kids. Maybe he loved that son, but he all that old baby making a baby girl, having to have a baby girl, making your little test tube, I don't want to put it out there, but that's what you rich people are doing. When y'all want babies, y'all make them in a test tube. That's how y'all procreating your babies in a test tube. When you made that baby in that test tube and you had that baby come out of somebody else's uterus, Todd wasn't even there. Where he was, in the strip club, hanging out, playing chess on your ass. You making all of those millions of dollars. You making all of those millions of dollars going out, leaving your babies for months and months, filming. They're going to give Todd primary custody. Yes, they are. They have no other choice. There's no way a judge is going to say Candy Burris that works 6 months out of a year, 3 months out of a year, 4 months out of a year, we're going to give you primary custody. It's no way. It's no way. So you lost that. So listening to your mother crackle in your fucking ear and listening to that dumbass white woman that already lost your case, okay? Your case is already lost. Somebody blind can tell you this, Candy. Now the deal was, what happened with your marriage? You went into that marriage with money. Todd didn't come into your marriage with money. He was working for Bravo. He came into your marriage unemployed, but he had a mind to make money. That's why he was making money for Bravo. So you used him to produce your shit. And everything that you and Todd produced, Todd got paid for. Todd got paid for then and there, and when the production was over, Todd made sure he got his money. Okay? And where did your money go? Into the marital asset. That's where you put your money. You put your money into the children, into the house, and Todd didn't do that. And you didn't make Todd do that. When Todd got paid for them plays, you didn't say, take 1/4 of that payment and put it on a mortgage and put it to this house. Because you always thought that because you paid the mortgage, that you was going to be 100% eligible for that house. I'm not educated by nobody but the Holy Spirit. Nobody. Common sense should have told you, honey, you lost your house. You lost your house. Why did you lose your house? Because of them kids. Those kids got to stay in that house. And who's going to be the primary custodian to take care of the kids? Todd. So Todd is going to get that house. Todd is going to get that house. The kids got to have a house to live in. They've been living in that house. It's the same thing. Listen, honey sugar. You know when women marry men and men want to divorce them and they get to take everything. The wife get to take everything because she been taking care of the kids, but he been making the money. Girl, that's what you want to get. That's what you want to get. Hands down. And all because you wanted to marry this man and keep every dime. And keep every dime. You should have gave Todd time for a prenup instead of trying to do him like that. Then he wouldn't have been able to dispute that prenup. The way you and that stupid lawyer did that prenup is going to be thrown out. That prenup is going to be, that's like somebody holding a gun to your head and saying, oh, if you don't sign this paper that you ain't do it, that you did it, I'm going to sign the paper. Why? Because I got a gun to my head. You had a whole wedding over his head with over 200 guests. Okay? What things already paid for, hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars into that wedding. That's distress. That's distress, my girl. All day long. Wake up, bitch. That white woman telling you wrong. Just like I tried to tell Tasha K. She should have sued her lawyer because her lawyer had no business taking her case. Because her lawyer was not a lawyer that was experienced in bankruptcy or whatever the fuck Tasha was trying to fight for. Her lawyer was not experienced in that. But her lawyer encouraged, she should have sued her lawyer. All right? For advising her to go against Cardi B. And didn't even know. Now, Cardi B, a woman that took men to a hotel to be drugged. Okay? All of these lawyers do not bring that up when they trying to sue that bitch. Okay? I think she got convicted for having the girls beat up that Offset was screwing. You know, she got away with everything. The only thing Cardi B wants with blackness is black DICKs. That's it. And black men. That's it. No, I was on live. I was on live. And it all goes back to, all of this goes back to Todd mother. The way Todd mother had to transition with all of that stress and aggravation, Todd never been the same. Todd was never the same after that. That man was so bitter. After that, you knew you was going to get it. You and your mother. Your mother, she just mad because I got so much. I would have made sure that my husband's mother was flourished with gifts. I would have loved her. I would have made her want to call me daughter. But you ain't do all of that, Candy. So you got what you got. You're not getting your money. You will be paying alimony to that man. You allowed that man to live a lifestyle of partying. You're going to support that lifestyle. Okay? Just like Mary J. Blige, she had to pay her husband. You will be paying Todd. And you will be, that's it. Because it's nothing a judge could do for you. You leave your babies for months and months, and they're left with Todd supervising them, being the primary. He's there with them. You're not. You're always working and making money. Money, 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 money. That's what you about. So that's what you got. That's what you got, sugar. Should have listened to somebody. So what you need to do, Candy, is pay more attention. Like now you want to start your daughter in broadcasting. That's good. That you're going to be spending time with your daughter now because she needs it. You and her are going to be making money together. That's a good turn you did, because Riley needs that. She needs some other love. Riley was so lost with that group of white kids on that new generation. She was so lost, drinking like she crazy, flopping all around, drunk, throwing phones in pools. The phone fell in the pool, but still, really? You know, it's just too much. $15,000 at a club. Not that Riley like to waste money like that, but hey. I just had to come on because all of this could have been avoided. How? Todd would have been obligated to you if you would have just spoiled his mother with love and that woman didn't have to transition like the way she did. And for that, you're going to have to suffer. You're going to have to suffer. You don't understand that man hated you when his mother was disrespected like that on national TV? You don't understand how he plotted on you? You will understand when that judge tell you that you got to pay that nigga alimony every month. You will understand. You're going to have to maintain his lifestyle. Yup. Todd lifestyle. The strip clubs. Everything. He will be getting primary custody of them kids. And that's that. Baby, because he got the money now. He got your money that he's going to use to get all of your money. That lawyer he got is not to be played with. That lawyer he got is going to rip your little funky little white lawyer, that white dummy, that little white dummy you hired. That lawyer is a stupid dummy. Having Todd say you're not under distress. They're going to play that. They're going to play that Bravo film, and all of that is going to work against you. Every bit of it. Not for you, against you. It shows how Todd was under distress to sign that prenup. That's what that shows. Okay? He's in there by himself without a lawyer. His lawyer told him to do that. That's like a police getting a confession from a murderer without his lawyer present. You know how many of those things been thrown out of court? That shit is none of this. This is over. It's not going to work. Your little money is not going to be protected. You're going to pay for all of that sex bullshit that you allowed in your marriage. He's going to get away with it. You wanted a divorce because he's promiscuous and messing around. You allowed him to mess around. That's why those files are not going to be sealed. Because Todd wants everything to be out. You allowed that marriage to have another man. Okay? That's what you did. You allowed him to have women. That's what you did. And that's what you're going to have to maintain and pay him for. After he put his kids to sleep, he's going to be able to go out and have and spend your money on all those women. Because that's the life that he was living with you. With you. Oh, I had to come on because these souls are not going to let me rest. Try to get rid of them. The messages. But they ain't going to go nowhere. It is what it is. And Todd Mother Soul has just been bugging the shit out of me. You know? Because as a mother, my damn self, you know, to see it going down the way it's going down. So that's what I'm in here. So I had to come on and let Candy fans know, don't be surprised that she's going to lose custody of her children. Do not be surprised. And unfortunately, I can't believe I got to say this. It's going to be the best interest for the children because Candy is not home to take care of those kids. She doesn't have a lifestyle to be home to take care of them kids. She's not a mother like that. She's a provider. She's a provider. She's not a mother. She's a provider. She could pay for their expensive schools, but do she have the time to wipe their boogers? No. To tuck them in the bed? No. She don't got none of that time because she's so busy making her money. So that's it. So fans, do not be acting like the system is wrong. The system is not wrong if they, unfortunately, can you believe it? The system is not wrong if they give Todd them kids. Can you believe it? But that's what's going to go down because that's law. She's never home. So what does a judge look like giving Candy custody of her kids to be taken care of by a nanny? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. What does Mary J. Blige look like paying her husband alimony? You think you exempt from that? You think you exempt for that? No, you're going to have to hear your mother eerie ass voice say, I told you so. But one thing about it, Todd would have fell in love with you and could have fell in love with you if it wasn't for your fucking mother. If you would have checked your mother and you would have flourished his mother, he would have said, nah, the way this woman took care of my mother and loved my mother and loved my family, I can't do her like that. There's no way he would have been able to do you like that. But what you did, you didn't do nothing. You didn't flourish no damn body. At one point, I heard that Kayla, his daughter, if I'm saying her name right, had to return her car. And your baby was driving a fucking Porsche. Your daughter was driving a Porsche. Why should she have to return a damn car? Like, make it make sense. Why was his mother still in the Bronx, in the fucking ghetto? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. Shit, so now you got what you got. You got all your fucking money. Now, and Todd, those are his little creations too, that y'all created in that test tube. Okay? Those are his kids too, that y'all created. That y'all created. You just had to do it. You did it. You did it for what? Because you thought your money was going to keep that long as Todd. No, you had the nerve to file for a divorce because he's in a relationship because you be gone for months. You gave him the permission to have that affair. Baby, please. It's over. So I hope that little blogger, that little picture in front of this video does not belong to me. It belongs to a blogger. I wish I could call her name. I'm a member of hers. Not a member, a subscriber of hers to watch all her content. And I just seen the untold truth. So I just had to come and tell my truth that I know. And anybody should know that. So I don't want Candy fans to be upset. I wanted them to understand why this judge is going to give Todd full custody. Because his damn lawyer got fucking sense. Okay? And told Todd to sign that bullshit. It's going to be able to be thrown out. Okay? That prenup was going to be able to be thrown out. It takes months. And that's going to be his lawyer argument. That this is a prenup that wasn't made by both of them to be honored. This was a prenup made out of distress, and that's what it is. Somebody having to sign a prenup before they get married, literally before they walk down the aisle, that shit ain't going nowhere. Your money is not protected with that prenup. Okay? Unfortunately, Portia and Simon prenup is going to be granted, but yours, Candy, will not. And that's what I had to say. And I'm sorry I had to say it on Avatar, but it is what it is. It just keep aggravating me in my mind. And I have to get these things out. I have to get these things out. Because it bothers me. And Todd mother always bother me. You know? She like, know that I know. You understand? I know better. I know the way she was treated. And it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And baby, there's no victory in that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this live. Thank you, Juan. Always showing up to hear what I got to say. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm coming back on off of Avatar. Just sitting here chilling out. In here chilling out. Get ready to get in the shower. But I just had to come on and let everybody know. Let Candy fans know. Do not be surprised when that judge gives Todd full custody. Full custody. She's not capable of taking care of them children because she works so much. She should have listened to her daughter when her daughter said she didn't need no more kids. And the reason why her daughter said that because she didn't even take care of Riley. You know? With love and attention, just paying for it and just having money to pay for them and pay for a nanny to get them out of your hair, that's not taking care of a child. Riley has a lot of lack of love going on. Okay? And it's a good thing that Todd is not around now and is not going to be around. Riley's going to be able to flourish. Her mother is now focusing on her and Riley making that podcast work. I hope it really takes off. It don't look like it's going to take off, but I just hope it do. She need to be an executive of another show for the kids, but give her daughter more support. You know, them kids show can really take off. They just need a better storyline and more support from their parents. Or her and Riley, or she come back to Bravo. Candy gonna really have to get her job back at Bravo. You know, if she could get one steady job and cut the rest of all of them jobs off, she making if she want to show these courts that she gonna stop traveling to take care of her kids, because that's the only thing that's gonna save her. If she tells them she's gonna stop working to take care of her kids, would grant her full custody. Other than that, if she can't tell that judge that, she gonna lose her kids. And that's law. That's something the judge gonna have to do for the best interest of the children. It's not good for these kids to have to be raised by fucking nannies. Even though Todd is a homemonger, that has nothing to do with his children. I don't see Todd spoiling his kids like Candy would spoil his kids. I see them kids having a problem because, first of all, maybe the son he's ecstatic about, but he's not ecstatic about all them having two little kids. No, he just got them. He just got them. If he was ecstatic about the baby girl, he would have been there when she was born. You know, he was somewhere partying. And that's that. So that's the message. I want the Candy fans to know she will be not receiving primary custody. And I'll let y'all know why. Because she works for months and months and no judge in their right mind can grant her primary custody because of her job schedule. And second of all, Todd lost his job when he married her and became an entrepreneur. And they made money based on their relationships. And everything that they did together, Todd was immediately, I'm talking about immediately paid for. So what he's going for now is her money that he does not have a right to. But by law, he's going to have the right to because he's going to have those kids. He's going to have those kids, and she's going to have to support him to take care of those kids. And that's how he's going to win. He played chess with her. You know, she's so busy working, thinking that when they get old, that they could lay back and enjoy the benefits of their relationship. That's the way it's supposed to be. But people prey on you. People prey on you and use you. And that's what happened. But she was also using Todd. She was using Todd for what Bravo was using. Todd is some kind of producer. So Todd knows how to do it. So she was using Todd too to make her money. Now, what about the money that they made with the plays? Where's the royalties going to go? The royalties, they're going to have to go to him and her because they did those projects together. The royalties, if there's any royalties that they will get out of them plays, because everything that they did together, demonic ass Todd flopped. He flopped everything. The restaurants flopped. All of the restaurants closed. Why? Candy Gang could have been like Sweetie Pies. They didn't have to close them restaurants. Those restaurants would have been successful. Todd wasn't putting no time into it, no interest into it. They could have had those, the way they was partying. They had that man doing the parties and everything. Oh, well, Bravo should have picked her restaurant up to have a show to follow the people that work there. That was very interesting. But only being paid $12 an hour? That's whack. You paying people beyond minimum wage? That's disgusting. But you got your daughter driving a Porsche. Dummy. Oh, well. She won't be driving that Porsche for long. Because Todd going to have to get his money. Okay, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm coming back on later, a couple of hours, and I'm going to be talking about Papoose and Clarissa Shields. You know, because I said it first. I peeped Tim Hughes because everybody was like, oh, they got a beautiful relationship. No, know this, women. No relationship is beautiful if you with someone that's already married. That right there is just nonsense. Stop believing these married couples because they sneaky. They never getting separated. They just out there. They know where they going back to, what they used to. Their wife know what they used to. They're not leaving their wife. They lying to you. And the ones that do leave the wife, by the time they with you, you'll see why the wife don't really care that they left. So, Remy, Clarissa, okay, Black is Beautiful. Remy has more gentle features than you do. Like 50 Cent said. You know, like 50 Cent said, looking handsome. You know, so stop talking about looks, talking about how beautiful and sexy and fine you are. Let somebody else tell you that, honey. Because at this point, Clarissa Shields, people are going to be going to your boxing matches just to see you get knocked out, just to see you lose. You're going to fill the seats for people to see you lose, Clarissa Shields, not to root for you to win. They're going to root for you to lose. That's the way your legacy is going. Muhammad Ali had a beautiful legacy, right? He had a legacy like that. A lot of people, because he was saying how great he was, he didn't let nobody else say how great he was. So people wanted to go to Muhammad Ali fight just to see him get knocked out. Okay? And Clarissa, unfortunately, that's what you have created for yourself. A legacy that people want to see your ass get knocked out. So that's unfortunate. You did it to yourself. And y'all have a nice day. Because let me see what this AI was talking about. Going to make my little short clips. And you have a blessed day. Thank you, Ron. Hanging on in there. I should have dropped down the link. Let me see if I drop down the link and see if anybody want to join to come talk about. Let me see one if you want to join to come talk about Remy Ma, Clarissa Shields. What's up? Hit the link. Hit the link if you want to talk about Remy Ma, Clarissa Shields, Candy Burris. I told Candy Burris fans, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised that Candy's going to lose her kids. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming by, one. I wish I knew who you was. Okay.